Hi everyone, Aidan here at etrailer.com. Today we're taking a look at the Swagman XTC2 TILT on our 2018 Subaru Outback Wagon. This is a platform style bike rack that holds the bike in these cradles, in these wheel hoops rather, and by the frame here. Frame contact is going to mean we want to avoid carbon frame bikes, and we'll probably need a bike adapter bar with alternative frame bikes, but otherwise it's going to get a good strong hold on the bike and hold it really well. It's got a 35-pound weight capacity per bike, so as long as you're within those limits, you should be all good. Now, I really like this one as an entry-level platform rack. It's pretty basic and lacks some features, but one thing it doesn't lack is the ability to tilt away with the bikes loaded. Underneath, we've got a pin with a retaining clip that I'll remove, and because of the way the weight's distributed, it doesn't tilt away right away, so you can get to a good point where you've got a good hold on the bike rack and lean it back from here where you have better leverage. Then we can gain access to the back of our vehicle. So if we need to get something out of the back, we can, or if we just need a place to sit while we change our shoes before or after our ride, we can do that too. And we don't have to get the bikes fully unloaded just to do that. Typically with these more entry-level platform racks, you don't see this feature because it is one of those things that gets cut first. But I like that it has it. And even though I don't love pins and clips typically, this one doesn't have any weird places where it binds up, so the tilting is easy too. Now I'll go ahead and get the bike unloaded here. The first thing we want to do is come to the wheel hoops and remove these straps. These are just secondary points of contact holding the bike down into those wheel hoops. So just pull them off of the tabs like that. And then we can come to the wheel hooks, or the frame hook rather, push in on this button and lift it off. These have holes right here where we can add padlocks if we want to get things locked up. And when you do this, you just want to make sure you keep a hand on the bike. And then all you got to do is lift it up and away. Because you have that center mast right there, it is a bit of a nuisance to try to work around it. Other bike racks that don't have that mast or that have it positioned behind the bikes, it's just easier to get it unloaded because you don't have this extra obstacle, but it's not too bad in this context. Then I always like to replace these hooks just so they don't get lost. And you can hear them ratchet down into place too, and that's what keeps them locked down. From here, I'm going to go ahead and just fold this mast down. If you want to leave this in the hitch whenever you don't have bikes loaded, this is a good storage position because it's not going to block your backup camera or anything like that. The bike rack doesn't fold up to save space or anything, so in this state, it's going to be sticking out 22 inches, and that's pretty much what you're stuck with. Some other bike racks fold up, like the Hollywood Rack's Destination 2 bike rack, so it'll be a little more condensed in the storage position, but that's not too much of a loss. And at the back end, it's going to be giving you 15 inches of ground clearance here, which I think should be more than enough. One thing this does do though, and I'll show you as I fold the mast back upright, is it's got a garage storage position. So these pins on the side can be undone, and then you can fold these upright. This doesn't really do much for us on the car, so you'll see once I get this second one folded up and secured with this pin. This one is a little bit more stubborn to get with the pin and align properly, but not too bad. You only really have to do this if you want to store it in your garage, because like this, it's going to take up a lot less room in the garage. Everything's way more condensed and it just stores a little bit easier. Down at the hitch, it's going to be working with our 2" by 2" receiver tube using the included adapter sleeve, but it will also work with 1¼ by removing that adapter as well. And the anti-rattle bolt keeps things solid in the hitch. I would always recommend going with a locking anti-rattle bolt, so you can upgrade that down the line if you decide to, but otherwise it's going to work just fine. And overall, I think the XTC2 TILT is a pretty solid rack. Like I said, it is an entry-level platform rack, so it does lack some features like the folding up, But I really like this garage storage option because I think it's going to make things just a lot easier for you if you don't want to leave it in the hitch. It's just going to take up less room. So if you want that folding feature, check out the Destination 2 bike rack. Otherwise, this will be a great fit for your Subaru. Thanks for watching.
Here on our test course, we'll start by going through the slalom. This is going to show us the side-to-side action. This simulates turning corners or evasively maneuvering. Once we get to the full speed bumps, we'll see the up and down action. This will be just like driving in and out of a parking lot, parking garage, or driveway. Once we get to the alternating speed bumps, we'll see the twisting action. This will simulate hitting a curb or pothole or driving over uneven pavement.